just to get that pick off. Meanwhile, Tony K also getting a number done up against the members of JDG.
Oh, we've got an opening. We have got an opening. Team Secret was able to throw an effective nade up against NS Red Force, so perhaps that would pave the way for them to get inside the building and do the job. But in the meantime, let's check out Vampire Esports as they butcher the players of JDG. And there you go, just like that. We didn't see it happen, but yeah, NS Red Force already out of the game here, courtesy of Team Secret. And while Vampire Esports is still collecting their points as well, oh man, everyone is just having a good time here. But there's one more.
He's just limping around. I mean, this will definitely be secured, but where exactly is that final member? It's nowhere to be seen thus far. And that is definitely going to be a little bit more continuous round. It's the second Miramar that was played off that is around this vicinity, so whoever books Hacienda is going to have a real good time. Here comes the rival Alter Ego as they strike down two members of Thunder Talk. They're pretty much exposed. The entirety of the squad, they're just out there in the open, and just like that, BX, she will take 3 members down.
Alter Ego Eras came in looking to pop some heads, and the first victim that fell to their hands inside Miramar are those boys, the opposition of Thunder Talk Gaming. Now, I think they're down to how many players? One more? Okay, one more player, ladies and gents, and that's how aggressive Alter Ego Eras can be. And I've always talked about this during the past tournaments, that Alter Ego Eras, I believe Miramar is also, like their strongest map. They just know how to maneuver, they know how to move inside this game, and it's just amazing how they can pull off sometimes ridiculous angle, especially coming from Rosemary. That is why he's very popular. He have already established his name as also one of the greats when it comes to PUBG Mobile, and I do expect a lot more of that action coming from Alter Ego Errors. In the meantime, Weibo, again, this isn't like a great start for them. I mean, one of them is currently knocked down on the ground, but this is more of a civil war up against JD. But then again, JD, they have the advantage since they do have that compound. They do have that. Just a while ago, they tried to challenge up the boys of JD, but backed away because it wasn't really the best to do right now. I mean, it was too early for a fight, so it's logical that they kind of stepped away from that one. Tony K, however, is cooking up a nade here, challenging them up, so could be bad for Rebo.
But there's only 3 players left for the side of Vampire Esports, so it definitely looks pretty tough because that nade lands perfectly on top of SY. And over on the other corner, there is going to be D-Saber to also answer back. The rest of Rainbow Gaming is actually within the other side of the compound, so I don't think anyone's extending out for the rescue. Meanwhile, the Torres takes down Levi's on this 3-way warfare.
All right, I mean, 3, it's not a problem if they're not even complete. So that says a lot with the gameplay we're seeing coming from Vampire Esports. Tony Case not stopping at all, throwing up a lot of nades up against Weibo. But you know what? I feel like D-Savior is interested to join into the mix here, so that can be interesting as well. Horror Esports, we can see No Fear is close as well within proximity. So, I mean, this could be a party that we didn't expect. But anyway, a lot of nades still being thrown, trying to flush Weibo Gaming out. How well are they going to be defending themselves up against a D-Savior at this point or in this particular situation? We've got JZX backed in the corner here and just waiting for them to actually get inside, get close to him, and let's see if he's any good when it comes to a CQC fight.
We can definitely tell that this compound is going to be a prime location, which is why they're opting to take them out. The nade falls pretty closely, just about enough to supplement, as Parajin is the one that shuts down RC. Quick maneuvers once more coming in from the Vietnamese side. We now also have Woon to be joining the rest of D-Saber on this push as well. Well, Woon, he's looking for pretty much a quick takedown, and just like that, Weibo Gaming is deleted.
But Vampire Esports been monitoring the situation, and now they're getting to let D-Savior have a taste of their own medicine. Here comes Venturas with the first attack, with the first nade, damaging, of course, one T100. I'm not exactly sure what his name is, but yeah, I mean, he's been inflicting damage. Pathogen was able to dodge the attack, but of course, this doesn't stop here, ladies and gentlemen. Vampire will definitely continue on making it rain nade here to try to get these Savior boys out of this building before they get inside and annihilate them.
And take a look at the far corner of the screen. There is also no fear watching all these commotion happen. Once they further commit, I believe he will call in the cavalry for the rest of Horror Esports to just swing right at the weakest side. Swinging with that nade, looking pixel perfect. And then Torres is definitely opening up the account right now, going for that full push.
Wow.
And just like that, it's all down to Woonti, who makes his debut. He needs to make it shine even brighter as he trades right back. But there's two members roaming right through on his left. He's trying to manage it with the couple of shells coming from the S12K. He does connect one shot, two down, and more to go. Bringing it up to 4-9. He's going for the fastest spring. Can he seal the deal? It's Tony Clay that clutches and saves the day. And here comes No Fear.
Oh, yeah. The fight doesn't stop here, ladies and gents, but, okay, I was looking for the backup, okay. So Vampire Esports, after what they did to D-Saver, now they're experiencing it as well. Tony K, he doesn't have anyone to back him up, and so Horror Esports, of course, is taking advantage of that one. But before they exited the game, they were able to put up 8 elimination points and 4 for D-Saver here, ladies and gents. From that exchange, we've got 2 players knocked down on the ground, which paves the way for D plus Kia to crash the compound, but No Fear was able to put a stop to that track.
Everybody wants a piece of this land, and it seems like this battle will be never ending. No Fear just holding down the line up against Fabian. Then Fabian, he goes in for the exchange and successfully takes him down. That's not over quite yet. The rest of No Fear's company will definitely respond as Hora drops in big bangs of a nade. And just like that, slowly singling out all these targets. Just not enough coming in from Sky. Now it's down to Chip, and he does pin down one member, and that is Sky. 1v1. Slippy versus Chips. He's going to be able to take this one. Damage being done over the DBS. Going for a reroll, and he sees this opportunity to go in for a push. Not quite enough coming from Chips. It's coming pretty close, but no secret just yet. Here comes the swing coming from the M4, and they will seal the deal. Horror Esports and the Purple Hearts dominate.
Sleepy saves the day. 5 points for Horror Esports. Man, that was close. I mean, the way Sleepy danced himself off, waited for the right opportunity. Great timing. Man, it was a perfect clutch right there. And we're getting back into 4th rounds here, ladies and gents. We are at stage 5 with 8 teams remaining here. Alter Ego Air seems to be doing a great job as well. Although Zeta, coming from Voin Donkey, was able to spot one out from Alter Ego Ares. And I think we're getting a lot of confirmation that some of the boys are getting picked off one by one. But we're looking at Zeta at the moment. Voin Donkey already suffered 2 casualties, so it's 2 players active for this team. Now Zeta goes in for the charge here while Potato's cooking up the nade. Unfortunately, it was too late for him to let go of that nade. That's why he's currently on the ground right now, while Zeta is experiencing some trouble himself as well. But he is healing up, but does he have enough time, though?
Here comes LGD. It's third party upon third party in this entirety of the match. And they're just going to storm right through. They know that both Void Donkey as well as Outer Ego has been weakened up. So it's all about the scores right now. Just getting the ankles right. He tries to hop over on the ledge, and it seems like there will be a retaliation. Zeta has to pull back, going on a little bit of a goose chase, but that's not quite cutting it for the margins as well. And finally, LGD comes knocking at the gates, and with the nade, LGD secures it.
Oh, man. Again, we came here for action, and that's exactly what we're getting coming from this team. I mean, they're all putting up a great show for us, and this is just match number 2 and day 1 of the grand finals, but it's very promising here, ladies and gents. Hopefully, we can see a land event happen for Ruthless Hype Esports, so I could just experience, the screams, the excitement coming from the crowd in real time. But anyway, here we go. T24 is getting into position. He is currently on prone here, trying to find a good shot up against GLU. Can he be successful? He knows exactly where to aim his gun. He is a hunter, but then again, you just have to wait for that perfect opening to take your spray down.
Sure enough, and it definitely will take quite a tad bit before they get themselves into a perfect angle. Meanwhile, I'm just really surprised on the tenacity of BX666. Still want to find out who exactly this is, and they go for an exchange. He still gets the knockdown, and he confirms the kill. LGD this time panicking as they're only down to one member remaining. Alter Ego, they secured 8 points so far.
LGD getting picked off one by one here, but it's not easy for the side of Alter Ego Ares as well, as they're down to just one remaining player here. But let's see if they still have a lot of tricks in their sleeves. Maybe they can pull off a miracle, but then again, I spoke too soon because that was the end of the line for them. Anyway, 16.
They've played this situation before. It was 4 tries that does secure the chicken dinner, so this time around, it seems like they're using exactly the same formula, and things are working out as we are looking at them just having the best spot possible. BTR, they're finally making it around the corners of the warehouse, and this might just be sufficient for them to push right through, as they definitely will have company in the form of 4 tries as they spot these members of Glue rotating over onto the outskirts. Just like that, we will see a couple of knocks going in favor inside of BTR. 1 member knocked out, 4 teams on the block. Glue, only 1 member remaining. Horror Esports are waiting to strike when the moment is right.
This is going to be an exciting end zone game. I mean, we've got 4 Thrives, we've got BTR, we've got Horror Esports. GLU already out of the way here. Falak has been staying up north. He's not getting into any engagements here. But BTR, they do have a strong advantage here since they're working inside a compound. They still have a full squad. Same thing goes for 4 Thrives. Now, the only disadvantage I can see coming from the side of Horror Esports is that they're playing with only 3 members. But then again, we are stage 6 players, and they're on the far east side, and now the circle shifted again, favoring BTR as well as the 4 Thrives here, so it can be difficult for the boys of Horror Esports to even step inside the zone, because BTR, for sure, they're going to apply a lot of pressure onto the side of Horror Esports. What can happen? We're still not sure, but the odds really not favoring Horror Esports at this time, and I mean, they could pull off, a huge trick here, but it can be tricky to pull off, to be honest.
It definitely seems like the case right now. BTR, they're happy to actually stay around these compounds as it's still part of its own. Meanwhile, these 2 other teams that are over on the spot in the hill, trying to make that space. 4 Tribes, they want to single out these targets coming in from Horror Esports, and it is not looking too crystal clear for this meantime. So really down to if whether or not Biar can actually find a little bit more of that opening, and Federalis spots the rest of Horror Esports on the push onto this current compound, so they are taking the fight to the Red Aliens.
Yeah, I mean, they had no choice but to push this compound. They don't really have that much option, but Bigatron, of course, already anticipated that one. They're prepared, they got into position here, and now we're looking at, of course, the last 2 teams remaining, which is 4 Thrives and BTR. But you see how 4 Thrives repositioned themselves to the northern side. So this is going to be exciting. I mean, again, they're trying to spread out. They're trying to control the pace here. They're trying to control the zone. But, of course, BTR, since they have a compound, they are still dictating the pace of the game here. They have the best chance of getting the chicken dinner just because they have this sanctuary working out for them.
Absolutely, and right now, down to Falak as well. They do have plenty of all these wiggle room, but a very tight corner of whatever crease that there is over onto these grounds. As BTR, they're just swarming over on the corners, just making sure that 4 Tribes does not get any free space climbing up there. Falak, it's all down to that pickoff. If he can spot Federalis, that flank of BTR is going to be a goner.
Great vantage point coming from Federalis, not gonna lie here. I mean, he is on top of that house and can probably monitor what Falak is doing. He needs to be careful, though, because even if you do have that great vantage point, you are pretty exposed to other members of 4 Thrives, and you can easily be picked up by any of them as well. So it does come with a lot of risk. But anyway, Bigatron still trying to figure out a way, the most effective way on how they can outsmart, outgun the boys of Four Thrives. It's a standoff still. Nobody's pushing hard just yet. Perhaps we're looking at stage 9 finish here, Contra.
It might just be the case. I mean, it's just very tactical coming in from both Four Tribes as well as BTR. And this is one of those full 4-on-4 fights that we don't always get throughout the Night of Champions, as they're taking their sweet time, just navigating, and Four Tribes just wants the rest of BTR to charge right at them, but they're not really leaving any chance. And now, even the zone forces Four Tribes to eventually bunch up together. So stage 8 is going to be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, and this is where it matters most. I mean, to show up. I mean, IQQ has always been known with his accurate shots, even with a great distance. Long range shots works effectively for him. He needs to take out Federalis because of against BTR, because they do have the upper hand advantage. Now, Satar's been making rounds. His scouting, he's been popping off those smokes as well to kind of conceal the location. Both teams are doing exactly just that. T24 is even scouting as well. But then again, it's all about information gameplay at this point in the match here. And there goes Federalis with a massive spray, was able to give T24 a lot of damage. But then again, since T24 is driving a vehicle here, he does have that cover, and he can recuperate still in this situation. But the time is running out, ladies and gents. Even the space is running out. The Blue Ripper is out to get them, and Falak seems to be the first one who fell victim to Federalis.
And it's Razy that actually gets the knock right there, and this is where all the nades are prod right through. They know that the rest of Four Tribes are over on the corner, and they find her one this time. Federalis makes damn sure there's no corners or stones left unturned.
And here we go, we got a player from BTR who's currently knocked down as well, but this is it. Now or never, ladies and gents. Noki tried to make a difference, but unfortunately BTR does have the upper hand in this situation. And with that accurate shot coming from Federalis rather, BTR, no doubt, was able to secure that win.
The Red Villains are back, or whichever it